Oh, the day has finally come where I think it's time to sell the Avalanche. We're gonna go to the car wash, we're gonna clean it up. I'm gonna take you guys with me and I'll show you what I do to prep a car to sell and kind of the process that I go through. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing special. It works for me. So I'm gonna walk you through cleaning the car. I'm gonna walk you through taking pictures of the car and putting the car up for sale. This always, always, always gets top dollar for the car. And I'm gonna show you every step of the way. So we are pulling up to the car wash now, and nothing fancy here. You just find a bay that works for you. This one right here has got nobody in it, so this is my wash bay. The first thing I do before I put my credit card in the machine is get the mats all out and then clean all the garbage out from inside the car. So we're gonna do that first. So here we've got all the garbage out of the truck. You can see anything that I want to keep, I just throw up on there. Back's all cleaned out. I got the mats out. You can see I got a lot of rocks and junk from the salt of our roads is all there. So we want to have that exposed so that I can clean that all out. Now the next thing I want to do is actually pop the hood and get that ready to clean. So you can see under the hood's actually pretty clean because I make it a habit of washing this whenever I'm washing my car anyway, but I'm going to show you how to wash under your hood as part of this exercise. So it's time to go to the machine, swipe our card, it'll authorize, and we're ready to go. Now the first thing I do is go to the tire cleaner setting, and then I spray my tires and I spray under my hood. So it takes a little while for the cleaner to actually come. This is just water at first. So I just spray until it turns into like a foam that comes out. There we go. So here's our tire cleaner. So we spray the tires with that. With that back tire. Make sure you get the rims all nice and soaked. Same with that one. Now for the engine bay, I just soak this as well. Don't focus on any one area, but you can get it all covered in this junk. So I spray from one side, like this, and then I just go to the other side and spray again. This way you get both sides of the engine, and just soak it down. Again, don't focus on any areas where there's a lot of electronics. And then I just spray that like that. Now I don't close the hood all the way, I just close it like that. Now my next step is to go to soap. I soap the whole car up. So now that I've got the whole truck all sudsed up, the next thing I do is reopen this hood back up. Like this. That left the degreaser on there long enough. And then I switch this to wax. And then I just rinse everything off on the wax setting. And that's it for the car wash portion. You may not fully notice what I did there. So while I was vacuuming, I went and grabbed the wax setting sprayer and I sprayed the inside trim of the door and the carpet. I had a little bit of salt staining, so I just sprayed the carpet. I'm not worried about the water because I got a shop vac there. So I vacuumed up the water. It's almost like a shampooed, cleaned carpet now. You do want to be careful about that because sometimes there are electronics that are down there and you definitely don't want to get those wet. So of course, course, be careful. So now we're looking for a place that's private where I can take pictures of the truck, and I'm gonna walk you through the taking pictures part as well. A lot of people take pictures in their driveway, in front of their house, whatever. I don't like that, partly because I don't want people to know what my house looks like, but also because you can go to some interesting places and take pictures as well. So that's what we're gonna do right here. Now for the pictures, I always stop and I turn the wheel all the way one way, and then I turn it back until it's straight like that. Now I do my outside pictures first. So I'm gonna pop my hood. So I can take an inside hood picture. I like to try and face the sun as well so that it can be all lit up. Otherwise, engine pictures could be very dark, so you can't really see what's going on. So here's a great engine picture right there. And I usually take two just because I like to get one on the side. When you have a clean engine, it says a lot about you. The next thing I do is get what I call like a glamour shot. So this is what I would consider a glamour shot. You got the turned wheel there, and then you can get nice and low. So I'm gonna back the camera up. I'm gonna film me taking pictures. Now the next thing we need to do is get the interior shot. Now, I got a bunch of junk in the interior. So I moved the junk to the back like this. Anything you don't want in the picture, just throw that in the back or get it out of view so it's not going to be in the picture. Hide my batteries and all that. Now this is really dirty, but I don't really care that much. Now what I like to do is get in the back seat like this and take a nice wide picture right from this view here. Now my camera has a wide screen option, so I'm going to use that like this, and then I just position around. I want to see all the features that this truck has, so I'll focus on a dark area so it lightens up, and then take that picture. You also want to have your seats back as far as you can, and if this seat's in the way, you can also tip it back. Then we're going to do a back seat picture. So all the stuff we just threw in the back seat, we're going to throw up in the front seat. Even this stuff, I don't want that. Ugh, gross dog hairs. Now this is kind of a bad picture here because it looks like there's not a lot of leg room. So I go up here and I slide the seat forward and tip it up. We can put this back up on the dash where it was, but I remember to take it in the house after. Now the back seat looks awesome. Now I normally do the back seat like this vertically, and you just go like that. And then I have one final picture to take, and that would be my dash. The mistake most people make with their dash picture, I'll show you, I'm gonna shut the truck off, is they just turn the key to the on position, and that's it. In the on position, you see warning lights over here, warning lights there, and all this stuff. Normally, all the warning lights are on, and that makes for a bad picture. So I'll usually start it all the way up. I usually just want the odometer. So in this case, I'm gonna get down to the odometer. You can see, there we are, odometer reading, 252,000 kilometers. We'll take a picture of that. Nobody cares about anything else. So that's basically everything I do to prep a vehicle before I sell it. Then I just put it for sale in the two places I list, Facebook Market and Kijiji. Now I know in a lot of places in the US, Kijiji is not really that popular. You could always go to Craigslist or whatever, but I find Facebook Market is usually pretty good. A lot of guys are scared to haggle a whole lot on Facebook Market because it seems a little bit more personal than like Craigslist or something like that. So if you want top dollar for your car, Facebook Market's a great place to do that. Now it's important when you're taking pictures of the car, you want to get the four corners of the car. I usually try to get quite low. I'll flash the pictures that I did take over this video as I'm talking so you can see what those pictures look like. A lot of people want to see good pictures. The way that a car sells for a lot of money, the engine bay being clean and good pictures. Everything else people will look past, because if the engine bay is clean, they're like, ooh, this has been looked after really well. If you've got good pictures, they can see what they're looking at before they even come to buy it. So you don't waste any time having people coming wondering what it looks like. That's why I get the 4 corners. You can see everything you need to on the outside of the car from those 4 corners. Some really good, well-lit interior shots will answer a lot of questions from potential buyers. Now the only thing for me to do is to put my seatbelt on so I can start driving, but list it for sale and see what happens. Now this truck, I think it's only worth about $5,000 Canadian. It does have some rust, as you've seen in the video, and I know a lot of my American friends are like, holy crap, how do you even have a car that's so rusty? Well, 6 months out of the year, our roads are covered in snow, and they dump salt and gravel and sand on it, and it just beats the crap out of our cars. So this is what they look like as they get older. This is a 2006. It's got 250,000 kilometers, which is getting up there, but it's still running great, and I think it'll be a great truck for somebody. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.